My name is Idris and I am going to be your vocal coach right here on Excite All Stars. I'm super excited. I want to send out a huge thank you to the Joseph and Eugenia Jones Family Foundation and the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation for supporting all the kids and the families at home right now. I'm extremely grateful to be here and I'm so excited to teach you all Introduction to Singing. The first thing you need to know is that anybody can sing. Not only can anybody sing, but anybody can learn to sing well. In order to do that, you just need to have an understanding of your instrument. What instrument do you use when you sing? Your body is the instrument. And the way that we make sound come out of our mouths is a fascinating process, one that you want to get to know if you want to be a good singer. So, what parts of your body assist you in singing? Some parts might seem very obvious to you, like your mouth and your voice, or more accurately, your vocal cords. And then of course there's the breath, which comes from your lungs. But I'll tell you a secret, that's not all. In fact, you use your entire body to sing well. Let me explain. The first thing you want to do in order to get a nice full breath is stand in a proper posture. Proper posture includes feet shoulder length apart, back straight, shoulders back and down, so that your chest is nice and open. Your lungs are right behind your rib cage, right in here. And if you're in any way crouching or uncomfortable in some way, you're not getting a full breath, and therefore you're not going to be able to get the most controlled and true sound that you could possibly produce. So, posture, shoulders back and down, feet shoulder width apart. And now I want to bring your attention to the breath. The stuff of life, am I right? You may think that your breath comes from your lungs, and that's partially true. But the question is, how do your lungs get breath? How do they breathe in and then breathe out? The secret lies with a muscle called the diaphragm. The diaphragm is located in your midsection, just above the belly and beneath your lungs. What it does is it helps to expand or grow your lungs when you're inhaling, filling those lungs up with air, and then it contracts your lungs or pushes them to make them smaller so that you can exhale and air comes out of your lungs. Pretty crazy, right? Well, the diaphragm is very, very important when it comes to singing, because you don't want to breathe into your chest here, okay? I'm breathing into my chest and my chest kind of goes up a little bit. That's not a full breath, and most people in their daily lives don't take a true full breath because they're breathing into their chest. What you want to do is you want to focus on that area beneath your lungs. You want to focus on your diaphragm, and you want to get that full breath down into the diaphragm, and imagine the diaphragm pulling your lungs down and expanding them and giving them that full breath that they need. You breathing with me? It is so important to get a full and controlled breath through your diaphragm, because if you want to sing well, you have to know how to control your breath, which then allows you to control the sound that is coming out of your mouth. A very important thing to note when you are standing in your proper posture and thinking about your diaphragm breathing, an important thing to remember is not to lock your knees. Locking your knees basically means stretching your legs, back as far as they'll go, right? This is your knee, and this is your leg stretched out. It can't go any further back, right? You do not want to do that. Keep your knees nice and relaxed, because if you don't, you might pass out. It has happened before, and it is not fun. So make sure you keep those knees relaxed, but the rest of your posture nice and straight. Shoulders back and down. so that you are fully open and are able to grace the world with your sound in its most perfect form. The next thing you may want to know about is your vocal cords. You know that you can make sound come from your mouth, but how exactly does it happen? Well, think of your vocal cords as an extra pair of lips inside your throat. Sounds weird, but if you actually looked up pictures of vocal cords, you would know what I was talking about. So when you don't make any sound, those lips are open in order to let a full breath through. When you decide that you want to make a noise, the vocal cords, like muscles, contract and create a smaller space for your air to pass through, which then causes a sound. Think about if you've ever had a balloon and you took the end, your balloon is full of air, and you took the end of it and you squeezed it and you stretched it tight, and all of a sudden it goes zzz. That's exactly what is going on inside your throat. But of course, as singers, you learn how to control that, and you learn how to not damage your vocal cords, because that is a thing. It is a thing that can happen, and it's not fun. It happens if singers strain themselves too much, if they're trying to sing a little bit out of their range without doing proper warm-ups. I'll get to all of that. It happens if they're not fully controlling their breath properly. So it's very important to take care of your vocal cords. This is why we're learning about them. So that is how you produce sound through your voice. Now, there's one more thing that I need to impress upon you all so that we can learn to sing properly, okay? And that is your palate, okay? The palate is basically the roof of your mouth. You have two palates in your mouth. This one here is your hard palate. That one, it's there, it's fine. How's it going, hard palate? You're important, but not as important as your soft palate, which is located further back towards your throat. That soft palate is what allows you to have a full sound. Allow me to demonstrate. Did you like that? It wasn't bad. But now listen to this. Oh. All right. I'm no opera singer, but you can tell the difference between the sounds. And it's because the second time I was raising my palate. I was stretching my palate to give it a more round and clear sound. Oh, instead of right? In order to stretch your palate, you have to imagine what it feels like to yawn. When you yawn, you are automatically stretching that palate. And you're doing great, because that is what you need to do in order to have a nice resonant full sound. So practice that a little bit. Practice that feeling of yawning. If you can feel a raising in the back of your throat, that's your soft palate. And you're doing it. You're opening that up. Try to make some noises. Oh, oh, oh. I'm getting carried away now. But those are the things that you need to understand before we get into actual singing. Thank you for making it this far. In my next video, I'm actually gonna go into some vocal exercises that we can do in order to strengthen and begin to train your voice, because you, like I said, are the instrument. And just like an athlete needs to train their body to be the best athlete they can be, just like a guitarist needs to practice guitar in order to play it the best that he can, you have to train your voice. You have to train your body. You have to train your breath in order to sing well. Practice makes perfect. Isn't that right, guys? So before our next video, I would like for you to practice breathing, practice proper posture, and to review, Feet shoulder width apart, shoulders back and down, chest open, and head positioned straight forward. You don't want your head up because you're stretching your neck. You want your head down because obviously that causes some sound issues. You want to look straight forward so that you can get the clearest sound imaginable. Practice that. Practice breathing into your belly. It's an expression. You can't actually breathe into your belly, but the image is for you to bring that breath down into your diaphragm so that you can breathe properly. Practice that and practice opening up that palate, that back palate, that feeling of yawning. Just try to have fun with it. And next time we'll get into some real vocal lessons. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so excited to be here with you. And again, want to send a love to the Joseph and Eugenia Jones Family Foundation and the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation. Thank you all for being here, and I hope you're safe and well. Bye, till next time.